Hi all, I'm Age from Liquid Earth. It's a channel all about video and photography. If that interests you, then consider subscribing. I'm posting every week. Today we're going to look at custom stories, so creating your own stories as templates that you can use for any clips on the DJI Mimo app. I'm using the OM4, but any gimbal from DJI will be exactly the same. I'll show you how to create the templates up to 6 where you can add custom moves for the gimbal. But actually, although the manual says custom stories are only supported up to 6 clips, there's a hidden feature where you can create templates with any number of clips you want. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So first of all, let's go into the app, and we want to make sure that we're on the home screen first of all. If you're not already there, press the little home button and you're on the home screen, and at the bottom in the center, press the little plus icon. That's going to take you to all your clips on your camera. And the first thing you need to do when creating a template is choose the clips. In fact, what we're doing is we're editing a little movie together, and it'll allow us to create that template at the end. So here we've got Max and his birthday. So let's scroll from when we started and let's choose some clips. Now, if you press on the picture, you'll see a little preview and you can see whether that's the clip that you want to use, or if you press on the little circle, that's selecting the clip for you. So let's select 4 clips to use first of all. So let's try these 4 clips, and when you've selected them, press edit. Now it may need to compress the video, so press OK and let it run through the compression. It doesn't take too long depending how many clips that you've got. And now we're on to the editing screen. So you've got your picture at the top, you've got all your clips underneath, and we can scroll and see where they're cut and the different lengths, and then there's some options which we'll go through. So the first thing that you do is select a clip and then edit it by dragging the left and the right. And it will show you the time, so we're on 5 seconds. So for this one, let's just add a couple of seconds on there. Let's choose the next clip. Now at the bottom you'll see that we've got selected the video, that little icon in the bottom left hand corner. But what if we want to add some music? Well, let's press the little music icon and then tap to add music. And along the top you can scroll the categories. Let's go into cheerful. Let's press the play. You'll get a little preview. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. Okay, let's try. Yeah, let's try almost perfect. So choose the one that you want, press use, and that's going to add that little clip. You might need to drag your clip into position by clicking it and dragging it. And then if you click it and pull the duration out so that it reaches the very end, you can press play and it will give you a little example. Make sure you're happy with it. Now under music you've got add, where you can add, which we've already done, replace, so you can choose another music clip. You can trim it, so you can change the starting position. Press the tick when you're happy, press the play and you can listen to the volume up and down. I tend to keep mine on 100. If you want to fade in and fade out, you can. And where it says apply to all, that's if you've got more than one music track on there. But I just press apply to all anyway, and that's now going to fade in and fade out. The next icon is rhythm, and this is really quite cool because now you can add beats to your music. So if we press play, just press the drum. All we're doing is pressing the drum on the beat of the music, and press the tick when you're done. Now you might have to scroll through the video, so if you go to trim, and now you'll see underneath your clip you've got little white dots where you've added all those beats, and if you want to you just press your clips and now you can drag them to each of the beats. Like so. You've got this little undo arrow at the top, so you can undo any of the changes that you've made. So I'm not going to do it to the beat on this particular video, but I'll show you how that works in the next one where we do our own longer story. Next up we want to add some transitions. So notice the little squares in between the video clips. Press the first one and it's going to give you a choice of transitions. So let's choose blur for this one. Gives you a little example. I'm happy with that and I want to apply to all. And now if I press play, I can see what's happening. It's blurring the clips. I'm going to change the length of that clip. Bit short those were. Okay, maybe something like that. Let's just change the duration of the music. Go and click it, drag that. It will snap into place. And then the next little icon, the 3 circles, gives you some different effects, filters if you like, that you can apply if you wish to. So I'm going to leave that off for the minute. If you want to add some text, you can do. And if you want to add a little emoji or icon, then press the smiling face, press the add, and you've got some choices there. Let's go back into our video, make sure that we're happy with it. Okay, assuming that all looks good. Let's have a look at some of the other options you've got for your video. So you can press cut. So if we go to this clip and press cut, that's going to divide the clip into 2. That's useful if you want to get rid of the middle section or something like that. I'm going to press the back arrow. You can change the tone, so you've got various options of tone there. So let's take, for example, saturation, bring it all the way down, and I can make it black and white. But remember, for this, we're actually making a template, so you might not want to add tone, or you might want to. That's entirely up to you. Let's come out of that. Next icon is volume, so we can change the volume of the clips. Or if we want to remove the volume of all of them, let's take the clip volume down to 0 and press apply to all. So that's taking the volume of the clips, not the music, down. Remember that we're on the clip icon and not the music icon. Next one is speed, so we can actually speed it up or slow it down if you want to. And then you've got reverse. That will just take a moment, and if you press play now, you can see that every clip has been reversed. Let's go back. Again, you press reverse again if you want to change that back to normal. Okay, so next little icon along is copy. So if we select this one and press copy, that's all it does, it creates a copy. If you want to delete any of the clips, select them and press the little delete button. So assuming we're done and ready, we've saved all of the details, let's press done. Now we can choose 1080 or 720, 1080 is HD. That will just take a moment to generate that clip for you. So this is editing your movie, but here's the secret now, save to My Story. Make sure that that's selected. Let's enter a name, so we'll just call this Max Birthday. Press OK. And then I don't want to post it, I want to save it. So I'm going to press save only and OK. The video is now saved. Now let's go back into the Mimo app and let's choose the story mode. And notice the very first icon is custom story. That's the one that we want to choose, and then press start. Now along the top you can tap into my templates, and that's where that template's been saved. So you can see Max's birthday there. And below it you've got the 4 little clips and the durations of those. So if you click on one of those clips, you can now add a custom move for the gimbal. So let's press the right hand side, press the preview, you'll see what that looks like. So you'll see the gimbal moves left and right, gives you a little preview. Let's press the circle one, preview that. So you can add some gimbal movements to your stories. Really cool. Let's choose each of the clip in succession and we'll just randomly add a move there. If you want none, press the top left hand icon, that will give you no moves. Now when you've added all your movements, select the very first clip and let's press the record either on the gimbal itself or on screen. Point your camera where you want to take your clip, see the little countdown, the gimbal's going to move exactly how you've programmed it to, and then press the record to go to the very next clip. We'll do a different angle and we'll press record again to record that clip. Now at any stage you can press the little retake icon in the left hand side and retake any of the clips. But let's move on to our next one. And we we can make some additional movements whilst we're recording if we want to. And then we've got our final clip. Okay, so we've now made all of our clips. We can still retake at this stage if we want to, or we can preview. And if we're happy, press next. Deselect the watermark and the end card if you don't want them oversaved onto your video, and press save. And once that's saved, we can go back into our photos. And let's take a look at that last video. So there you go, that's added that music, the transitions and whatever colour grading and all the effects that we've made for our custom video. And we can reuse that template as many times as we want, and it'll always add that same music, the same duration of the clips and the same effects like the transitions. But what if we want to create a movie with more than 6 clips? Well, that's possible with this little hidden feature that I'm going to show you. There is one exception, you can't add the gimbal moves to it. But let's show you how that works. So go back into the DJI Mimo app, make sure you're on your home screen and then press the plus icon to go into your editing mode. And this time we're going to choose, let's say 8 clips. Now once you've made all your selections, press edit again. So we're going through exactly the same routine here. Let's compress those down and wait whilst that happens. Once that's all compressed if necessary, we've got our clips. So this time I'm going to add the music first. So we're going to go to music, add music. Let's go back to cheerful. And this time I'm going to choose this joyful in beat. I'm going to click and drag it. And notice this time I've already added beat markers to the clip. And I'm going to use those to edit the clips. So let's press on the clip timeline. And now we're going to just shorten some of these clips down. And line it up with each of those little white dots where we've added the beats to. Work your way through all of them. Now I've noticed I've added some pictures in there, so I'm going to take those pictures and I'm going to replace those. First of all, I'm going to press the delete to get rid of those 2 pictures, and then I'm going to press the add button, go back in and find some videos that I want to add. Okay, so I've added those. Let's make sure we're adjusting those to the beat. All looks good. I can press the play. I'm going to take the volume of the clips down. So let's press our volume. Apply to all. Now I've just got the music. Not going to add a transition to this one because I want it to just jump to the beat. Okay, once you're ready, press done, 1080, and that's going to generate that video for you. So again, we're editing the video, so we've got the final video completely edited, and we're going to use that as a template with more than 6 clips. So the same process, save to my story. Let's give it a name. Just call this 8 clips. Press OK, and let's save that. Don't want to post it, so I'm going to just save the video. Okay, so first of all, your video is saved, so you can find that. Go into your photos, and here's your video. And that's going to be nicely edited to the beat. But what about the template? So let's go into our Mimo app. Press the home button if you need to, and press the little plus again. And this time, instead of edit, notice that you've got my story at the top. So let's choose my story, and then there's an option that says custom, and there is your custom template called 8 clips. And notice below it gives you a bit of information, 8 shots, total duration 41 seconds. Now note that you've also got lots of other templates here that you can use with longer clips on. But under custom is the ones that you've saved yourself. Now all you need to do is press apply, and now you can go to another set of clips. So let's choose some of my dog Poppy. If the clips are highlighted in red, that means it's not long enough, although you can slow it down if you still want to add it. If you press on one of your clips and press retake, you can change it for a different version. Once you're done, let's press next. Press done. That's going to generate that video according to the template that you've set. Going to save that again, don't want to post it. And now let's go into our photos, choose that last version, 42 seconds long, and there it is. All edited to the beat of the music with whatever effects like transitions and filters that you've applied. And again, you can use that template as many times as you want. So that's how to create those two types, the short and the long versions of your own custom templates. On the right hand side, there's a link here to my playlist with all of the gimbal videos. Check that out. Thanks very much for watching. Really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.